Good morning, beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast, hello, 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 hello. It is wonderful to connect with you. Wonderful to say hi, hello, how do you do? What's happening? What's happening? What's going on with you? I send blessings to you this morning. Blessings, 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 and more blessings I send to you. Um, sending you grace, mercy, love, all of the above. Whatever it is that you need, go for it. Go for it. Give it to you, give it to others, accept it from others. Just go for it. All right, all right, all right. We are plunging on along, y'all. We in November. Okay, we in November. Remember, November is our planning month. Like, put your ducks in the row, put the stuff on the paper, know what it looks like, know what your January, how it's going to be. Because remember, we're gonna actually take some execution steps in December. We're gonna take those first initial steps, whatever it is that we're doing in January. We're going to take those first initial steps in December. So I want to invite you to go for it. Like, write it down, write the vision and make it plain. Habakkuk says, write the vision and make it plain so that those who read it can run with it, so that the readers can run with it. You the first reader, beloved. You the first reader, so that you can run with the vision that Papa has given you. Each and every one of us has a vision for our life. Every last one of us have a vision for our life. Papa has given us the thing to do what we know we need to do. And so since that is there and since that is available for us, um, since that is there and since that is available for us, um, I, good morning, Facebook user. Good morning. Who are you? I don't see your name, but good morning. Um, and since that is there, since that is available for us, meaning what Papa has given us to do. And let me tell you how you know what that is. It's no mystery. You already been doing it in some way. It's the thing that makes your soul sing. It gives you love and joy. And when you do it from a good place, meaning that you're not doing it because you're people pleasing, and you're not doing it because people told you that you're good at it, but you're doing it because it's what, and initially it might be about people pleasing because, as children, we learn to please our adults in our life so we can get the smiles and the pats on our back and the atta girls and atta boys. So we learn that. We learn it. So initially, it might be about people pleasing, but at some point, you got to get away from that so that you can really assess: is this my true soul speaking to me? Is this my true love? Is this the thing that really gives me grace and that I have the grace for? Right? And is it the thing that gives me life? And so whatever it is for you to do, you already been doing it. It has been showing up in your life some way or another. It has been there, right? You do it easy for the most part, meaning it's not a lot of labor for you. You're not jumping through a lot of hoops. Maybe if you honing your skills about it, you are, but you got this natural bent towards it, right? That's number one. Number two, once we get over all of the stuff of trying to people please, and once we get past doing it because of ego, we get extreme life from it, right? We get extreme life from it. Like, even with what I do as a therapist, you know, for a while, for a long time, right? When we first started, we're concerned about getting it right, and that can be frustrating, and that can be distracting. You lose focus. As a matter of fact, praise and worship leader, I was our first praise and worship leader, and in that, even though I loved it and got life from it, I was concerned about, is this right? Is this what's needed? Is this what the pastors need? And as long as I was there, it was performance, right? I wasn't trying to perform, but I was concerned about the wrong. Now, of course, you want to make sure that you're aligned with the program, you're aligned with the atmosphere, was what needed, but there's a certain point that you got to leave that stuff alone. and be like, okay, this is my role. Let me make sure I understand what the criteria is, what the protocol is. Let me make sure I understand that. Once we get that, we then need to just flow. So good segue into the title. Trust life and flow, baby, flow. Let me tell you, if there's anything that I've learned in review, good morning, Facebook user. Something must be wrong. I'm not sure if I need to, because I've got, who's the second Facebook? Your names are not coming up. So I need to figure out why your names are not coming up today. Who's the second Facebook user? Tell me what your name is. You all might need to give StreamYard permission again. Erica, yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. But I'll figure it out and make a note for it tomorrow. But probably, good morning, Erica. So good to see you, honey. I enjoyed myself on Saturday. I did. Job well done for all of you all. So trust life and flow. And if there's anything that I've learned in the certainly in the review of my life before 2019, but certainly I had a boot camp lesson of it in 2029, starting in 2019. Girl, just do what's yours to do. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Don't worry about it. It ain't even that big of a deal. It really ain't. The big deal is you knowing you doing you, and you serving others from that place of you doing you. That's the big deal, right? That's the big deal. You knowing you doing you, discovering who you are, using your gifts to help other people. Identify, right? Know what you have been through. Like identify and know what you've been through. Here is the lesson and share it. Get the lesson and share it, right? Get the lesson and share it. Discover who we are and use it to help other people. Discover who we are, discover what's our lesson, and use it to help other people. That's our life's goal, right? That's our life's goal. Discover who we are and use our gifts to help other people, right? Not because we're told to, because we can't not do it. Like we can't really, when we're talking about using our gifts to help other people, your gift will find room. It'll make room. Your gift will figure out, it'll show up. Your gift gonna show up. You ain't got to, right? Work hard at it. It's gonna show. Discover who you are and use it to help other people, right? Mind for the lesson. Know what you've been through, mind for the lesson, and share it. So I'm saying all these things in the same way. Discover who you are, use your gifts to help other people. Identify or know what you've been through, mind for the lessons, and share it. And the simplest way to say it is discover who you are and use it to help other people. Yeah, discover who you are and use it to help other people. Right? Right? That's what life is about. Discovering who we are and use it to help other people. So let me just say, be yourself and give of yourself. Discover who you are, be who you are, share yourself in ways that help others. It's like the best life we can have, right? That's the best life we can have. Discover who we are and use those gifts to help other people. So, look, the truth is nobody can do what you can do the way you can do it. That's just the truth. That is simply the truth. Nobody can do what you can do the way you can do it. And when we get comfortable with that, good morning, sunshine. Who is that? Tell me who you are, because the names are not coming up today. Good morning, sunshine. Discover who you are, Use who you are to help other people, right? Trust life. Trust Papa. Brenda Voris, good morning. I should have known that was you. I should have known that was you. Good morning, son. It was such a delight seeing you at Brianna's event. That girl is amazing. She is amazing. You all have raised, have nurtured, have I can't think of the word I want to use, but you all have supported her to be an absolutely beautiful woman. Great mom and wife. I love it. And businesswoman, right? I love it. It was such a fantastic event. It was. And so trust life and flow. Trust life and flow with that life. You already, like, we can't not do what we've been put here to do. We can't not do what it is that we've been put here to do, right? In some way or another, our gifts, it shows up in your personality. Like, it shows up in your personality unless you're really masking, right? Glory to God. Amen. Amen. Unless you are really masking and pretending, even then, y'all, it seeps out. Even then. So just lean into the dream of you. Just lean into that dream. Like, lean into it. Show yourself available. Show yourself true to the thing that's true for you. Look, as long as you flow in the fruit of the spirits, right? Keep that as a benchmark. You flowing in the fruit of the spirits. As long as you come from a place of honor and love. Look, if you got those in you doing you, there is no apology needed ever for you doing you. Make sure you got the fruit of the spirit. Like, make sure that that's a part of your way of being, just in general, no matter who you're talking to or who you're dealing with or what's happening. Galatians, go to Galatians 5, right? The fruit of the spirit. I think it's 5 and 8. Like, go and look at those, right? Look at those. And then also is love and honor, right? And I think love and honor is part of the fruit of the spirit. Let me look it up. Fruit of spirit. So yes, let's see. Love at the very top, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. So honor is built into, right? It's built into you're going to honor if you flow in the fruit of the spirit. You're going to honor. And we're not perfect in anything. And so if ever you find yourself in a space where you're challenged, just go on and get back up, make amends if necessary, apologize. Don't stay where you are. Don't stay there. Ain't no reason to stay there, because you ain't got to stay there, right? You ain't got to stay there. And just trust life. Trust your life. Trust Papa, right? Trust what you trust in, right? That helps you to be the best version of yourself. So I had the privilege of teaching this Saturday on grief. I did a grief recovery workshop, and it was absolutely delightful, right? A difficult topic, but Papa really gave me a unique way of approaching it. And I was so grateful for Papa, because one of the things I don't do, never have done, and I'm not really comfortable with doing it, is just reuse my PowerPoints and not do anything different. Because even when I was an instructor and I reused PowerPoints or some version of them, I pretty much always did something else with them. Or I reread the chapter with my students. I don't care if I taught the same course, and I taught for almost 20 years. If I taught the same course 20 times, I'm still going to read the material. Sometimes I taught the same course at different schools with different books. I still read their book so that I could have the fresh rhema, right? Fresh insight that Papa was giving me for that group for that time. So, and it was taxing for me, taxing to reread textbook chapters. Oh, textbook chapters ain't no joke. But if I gave the reading assignment to my students, I also gave it to myself, right? And I didn't skim because I was giving it to myself. Ask any student that had me. There was no skimming in my game. And so, same thing with like I had a full-fledged, probably a couple of grief workshops, but I did not. That's integrity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I did not just pull it back out. I went on and the interesting thing is I had so much going on at the end of last week, like this weekend. There was so many moving parts. And, I was tempted, in full transparency. I went to the old one to see, can I use it? But immediately it didn't feel right. Like it just didn't feel like, I know when I'm in flow. I know when I'm in flow. And that wasn't flow at all. Like none of that connected to me. So I just was closing eyes, and I only had like a short window while I was getting dressed for my daughter-in-law's birthday dinner. And I was just like, okay, Papa, just give it to me. I'm available. That's getting in flow, y'all. That's getting in flow. I trust because I have evidence that I'm always have what I need when it's time to show up in my gifts. I'm gonna always have it. I don't think for one moment I'm not gonna have it. I have too much evidence of I'm going to have it without fail every time I show up to be. Y'all hear what I'm saying now? Hear what I'm saying? There's no way for you to fail if you show up to be. There's no way for you to fail. Now get this. You got to do your due diligence and know your information. But I live my life like that. Every day I'm taking in information. I do my due diligence. It's how I live. So I don't have to worry about that. I'm going to get the information in. Okay? And when I show up, I'm showing up as me. As me. And so there's no way to fail because I trust that I am where I am supposed to be. I don't have the responsibility of how people receive it. That's on them. I'm responsible for what I give. I'm responsible for what spirit I show up in. Have I done my due diligence? That's my part. Other than that, I don't carry it. I'm not I used to. I used to try to manipulate and have the words and this, that, and the other. I wasn't doing it on purpose. It was just fear. Like it's my ego. But beloved, let me tell you the freedom in trusting life. I got a call. It wasn't a lot of leeway, but I checked my calendar. Like it was easy. I checked my calendar. It was something I can easily do. I gave them the dates that were available for me. And I went for it. And it's a blessing. Our gifts make room for us. I have the gift of order and structure. I have the gift of teaching. I have the gift of being with. I have the gift of communication. I have the gift of presentation, right? The gift of facilitation. All these things I'm gifted in. So all of the gifts aligned, and I get significant enjoyment out of connecting with Papa's beloved, and we all are Papa's beloved. Don't get it twisted, okay? I get significant joy out of being able to help people to find their answers that already live within them. And I just create safe space for that to happen. And so I am grateful beyond measure for what it is that Papa does and how he does it. and why he does it and all those things. I am grateful beyond measure. And so when I think about, right, um when I think about that, when I think about what Papa has done, what Papa continues to do, I'm grateful. I am grateful. So trust life. Trust life, your life, the life you're experiencing, even if things are not going the way that you want them to, where you focus matters. So trust life. Trust God. Trust Papa. Trust life. Whatever works for you, trust, right? Trust that all things are working for your good. Trust that things always work out for you. Trust that you got what you need. Trust that you're going to get back up. You're going to be able to figure it out. Trust it. Look at your life. You're here. You've been able to do that time and time and time and time and time again. This might feel like the one. Other was felt like the one too. And what happened? You was able to figure it out and get it up. And then live in your flow. What's the thing that's natural for you? What's the thing that gives you life? What's the thing that wakes you up? What's the thing that gives joy to you? Live the thing that naturally for you. Go into that flow. It's natural for me to go into a place to pick up a mic. It's natural for me to order and structure something in a way to help people to get it a bit by bit. It's natural for me to build those kinds of things. It's natural for me to connect with people. It's natural for me to go learn, digest, expose myself to material, and then figure out a way how to give it back up. Like I got a class, it's the 4th class I'm teaching on happiness tomorrow. And I'm part of a book thing I'm writing. I've got to get that writing in this week. So I've got a lot of things that I'm doing, but it comes from the knowledge that I picked up, the experiences that I've had, and me flowing in my, in who Papa created me to be. Thank you all for being on this morning. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love you. Thank you. So I know Erica's on, and I know Brenda Boris is on, and if somebody else is on, I can't tell because it's only coming up as Facebook user today. And I think when you all have to give Streamline permission, seem like some permissions changed. Give them permission so that we can see who you are. So if you could look at that when you get ready to come on, it might ask you about giving them permission. And then we'll go from there. At the moment that Abba gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited, we relinquished, we gave up the right to not be amazing. I love you. I appreciate you. I value you. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye for now.